Daryl Tuffy, who will open up this third one-dayer. Gilchrist on strike. And Gilchrist on the move straight away. 4 to start this game. Tuffy has struggled against Australia in 6 ODIs. He goes for 6.5 and over, and already he's gone for 4 on the first ball.
No ball as well. So not the start Tuffy wanted. And Gilchrist, not as aggressive as we'd see him normally play that stroke, but he comes into this match not getting any runs under his belt in the initial 2 one-dayers. He'll be a little nervous. And another no ball there from Tuffy, so straight away you just wonder whether he's just a little bit too tense. He's under the pump a little bit. The selectors will want to see more. The coach wants to see more.
.35 the average for Gilchrist, similar to that of Nathan Astle. Strike rate is right up there though, 94, 10 Off to a good start, Adam Gilchrist, the best striker in the world.
Wait there, no.
That's Hamish Marshall behind point, and this is a horror start for Tuffy. 3 times he's overstepped. Hamish Marshall is behind point, James Marshall is in front in the cover position. Two slips and 3 on the offside, saving 1. So far Australia 7 for none, and you could say without a ball being bowled. Maybe this time. No ball again. Well, I've never seen 4 in a row to start a match.
It would have been a wide if it wasn't a no ball, so it still would have been an extra one for Tuffy. He's turning this first over into a long one. He now, if he's bowling legitimate deliveries from this point on, he's going to be bowling a 10-ball over to start with. Australia 8 runs, and that's a very good start for them, with only 1 scoring stroke. And another one. A little bit different. He doesn't overstep this time, but it's too far down the leg side. Maybe he was looking for another squeeze dismissal. This is how Gilchrist got out in Christchurch, the previous one-dayer. It's got a little bit of bat on it.
There's no doubt, Slats, that when you bowl 4 no balls, that your mindset all of a sudden shifts from the other end of the pitch to where you're putting your foot, and therefore you're losing your focus on your accuracy. And another wide there. He's clearly worried about his front foot. This is, well, that's what you've got to do when you're the skipper. You've just got to hold things down. So Fleming is going to come down and have a chat.
Well, that should be over. That's 6 deliveries gone. So now, if Tuffy is able to bowl his 10 overs, he's actually bowled 11. That's without any more extras. I think that there's going to be a couple of wides in there, maybe another no ball, but it's a shaky start from Tuffy. Really not the start that Fleming wanted to see from his Premier Quick.
Another good stroke. Might be chased down by McMillan. No, that's gone away for 4, and a legitimate delivery. 14 from 1 ball. Second boundary for Gilchrist. He goes to 8. Extras are already 6. It's 14 for none.
It's a tough ground, isn't it? That was a miss-hit from Gilchrist. These short boundaries really didn't get hold of that, and the bat was slicing, and it still ran away for 4. Only just got there.
Jennings changed the field, slip out, short cover in. That'll be wide. It's not a pleasant feeling, and everyone goes through it in their careers, where whether it be as a batsman, a bowler, a wicketkeeper, even in the field, just the mind starts to betray you.
You've got to feel sorry for him, don't you? It might sound funny for an Aussie saying that, but you've got to. He just can't get that radar right. There we go. And a big cheer, as you'd expect. That's better. That'll give him a lot of confidence. And it'll stop Stephen Fleming chewing his fingernails there at first slip as well.
And what you've got to do is you've got to say, right, that's my start. I've got to forget about everything else and now work on this next ball and the ball after.
It's a little bit confusing if you've just tuned in. 2 balls, 15 for no loss. But if you have just tuned in, there's been a few wides and no balls. And another one. Dear oh dear. Well, Fleming's already once taken a bit of a stroll down to have a chat, try and settle his nerves, just give him the basics, and he's probably saying, look, just forget holding it down the seam, hold it across the seam so there's nothing through the air for you. And let's just get this over, done with. You just got to get through. It's a tough time for Tuffy, and you've got to feel sorry for him. A little bit difficult for Gilchrist at the moment as well, because as an opening batsman you want to... He knows basically what to expect from Tuffy. He's faced him a few times now. He hasn't sort of got through the initial over or two, but with the ball coming, you know, many down the leg side, a few wides there. There was a wide outside the off stump. So if Tuffy can just get one right, then it might surprise Gilchrist, bring about a rash stroke. It'll be very difficult at times facing a bowler that's all over the shop. A guy like Shoaib Akhtar can be extremely difficult to face at times. Different to Tuffy because he bowls probably 15k quicker, but he's at certain days he's all over the place, and then when he gets it right, you're not really expecting it to be on line and a good length. So Tuffy can make the most of these extra deliveries he has to bowl, and there's a few of them.
Biggest chair of all, and it is deservedly so. Good delivery here, got the line and the length and a little bit of movement off the seam. You know, he's so good at bowling the first over on a test or one-day international. 14 times he's done it for New Zealand and picked up a wicket. So this is really the other extreme, and a real shock, I'm sure. Last ball of the over. And well left by Gilchrist. 16 for none, Australia.